Although the fig tree shall not blossom, neither shall the fruit be in the vines, the labor of the olive shall fail, and the field shall yield no meat. The flock shall be cut off from the fold, and there shall be no herd in the stalls. Yet I will rejoice in the Lord. I will joy in the God of my salvation. Habakkuk 3, verse 17 and 18. Translated into maybe a more modern idiom, Habakkuk's confession of his trust in God, even though things don't seem to be going all that well, can maybe read something like this. Although the stock market is dropping and I have lost my job, the creditors are on my back, my mortgage payments are overdue, my health is failing, and my future looks dark. Yet, I will rejoice in the Lord. I will have joy in the God of my salvation. How does one cultivate such a calm trust in the Lord? Well, in the case of Habakkuk, it seemed to have come through hard experiences. He was very distressed by life as he observed it. There were unprincipled fellow church members who were oppressing those who were weaker than them. There were arrogant pagans that were attacking God's people. Circumstances were all upside down, it seemed, and yet God was doing nothing about it. Habakkuk became very critical of God, and we see him begin to question. In Habakkuk 1 verse 13, he says, "Your eyes are too pure to look upon evil. You cannot tolerate wrongdoing. Why then do you tolerate the treacherous? Why are you silent while the wicked swallow up those more righteous than themselves?" He questions God and then proceeds to say that I will wait for his response. Habakkuk 2 verse 1, "I will stand at my watch and station myself on the ramparts. I will look to see what he will say to me and what answer I'm going to give to his complaint." He doesn't have to wait very long because God soon replies to Habakkuk. And the next verses it says, "Then the Lord replied, write down the revelation and make it plain on tablets so that the herald can run with it. For the revelation awaits an appointed time. It speaks of the end, and I will not prove false. Though it linger, wait for it. It will certainly come, and it will not delay." See, the enemy is puffed up. His desires are not upright, but the righteous person will live by faith. So God's response here to Habakkuk's question is essentially him saying, I know what's happening. And not only do I know what's happening, I have a plan to remedy it all. All you have to do is trust in me. That last saying, the just shall live by faith. God made it plain that he knew all the problems that perplexed the prophet and would solve them all in his own good time. The Lord is in his holy temple. Let all the earth keep silent before him. Paul quoted God's statement to Habakkuk concerning faith as the foundation of the gospel when he said that the just shall live by faith. What faith, you may ask? Faith in the promises, in the prophecy, in the word of God, and that he will be faithful to fulfill it. And as always, think on these things.